Hello everyone and welcome back to Battlebox Batrep and the inaugural fight of the Kruleboyz. These are my babies. I played these for the entirety of 3rd edition and I'm very excited to have them on the channel. So they're so pretty. I actually got these free from a really kind guy on Reddit by the name of Kodan the Unbreakable. Hope he doesn't mind me giving him a shout out, but yeah, they have been used a lot. They are amazing. I'm so happy. They're so cool. And they are going up against the Stormcast Eternals. The only thing that makes this not perfect is this isn't the 3rd edition box set Stormcast as well, which I've got, and they do have their own Spearhead, but I'm not using it, so so yeah, the Stormcast going down the armies. The Stormcast have the Lord Vigilant on the Griff Charger? Shadow Charger. The boss, the 3 prosecutors, who are the flying dudes, the Lord Veritant, who is the one with a sword. Either that or he's the Lord Vigilant and he's the Lord Veritant. They are very similar names and I'm never ever going to get it right. And 3 Liberators. The army as a whole has the regiment ability of Blaze of Glory, so once per game I can do like a sort of vengeance roll when they die to do some mortal wounds, which I'm never going to remember to do because I always assume they're going to survive. The boss has the Hallowed Scrolls to give him a 5-up ward save, which should be pretty good. Well, yeah. It keeps him alive a little bit longer, which is nice. Down over this side, we have got the killer boss on the Great Gnash Tooth. We have got the Beast Skewer Killbow. Amazing names. All amazing names. Where is it? The Merknob is the one with the giant banner here. He's like a sort of specialist sort of support unit. We have 3 Manskewer Bolt Boys with the crossbows and 2 units of regular Gut Rippers. And yeah, interesting one with this is because they have a ton of units, none of them have reinforcements. So I think this is for the first time. This is what you see is what you get. Nothing is coming back after they die. So for the first time, it's actually possible for this lot to get tabled. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. The regiment ability I've gone for is Noisy Racket. So on the first turn, just to help them stay alive, on the first time this turn, the entire Stormcast army is at -1 to wound. And as an absolute classic, the killer boss himself has Eye Biter Ash, which is literally just pocket sand. My favourite thing. One time in the game, he can throw his pocket sand. Roll dice. On a 1 to 4, it gives them -1 to hit. On a 5 to 6, it's -1 to hit for the rest of the game. So if you can get that on like the boss or something, that's so good. It's so good. It's so dumb. It's as soon as I saw it, I must use this. It's great. And yeah, the Kruleboyz have a weird selection of objectives. They want to get the Ignax and the Behemoth Deus, which on the Ghyran board is that one and that one. So they've got one and they have to grab that one. And they also want to raid, so they want to get someone into the enemy territory without being in combat. Which is doable, do not get me wrong. It's just, yeah, why are you not focusing? There you go. And yeah, on the Stormcast side, they want to attack on two fronts. So yeah, they want to basically grab both of these objectives. They also want to raid, so they want to get in without getting into combat, which again is going to be real hard. So take the flanks. They want to grab both the short board edges, which with their numbers may, I don't want to use the word impossible, but highly improbable. Well, I guess we'll see. And it all comes down to who is going for. Oh, the actual twist is take their land, so you get bonus points if you can control the larger terrain piece. So, yeah, all nice and interesting. And the question now is, who is going first? Is it going to be the Stormcast or the Kruleboyz? The Stormcast are going first. Yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine. The Stormcast are all rushing forward. They haven't got any ranged attacks. They may as well. On that note, actually, no, these guys do have ranged attacks. They're going to fire into there, but everyone else is just going to charge. So, javelins into the gut rippers. Need 3 to hit. They need 4 to wound, because it's the first turn. 1 wound. It's got a 6-up save. Fails. And yeah, gut rippers have 2 wounds each. They're actually incredibly tough. So yeah, one of them is wounded. And now it's on to charges. 4-inch charge, 3-inch charge, 7-inch charge. So prosecutors are in. The boss is in. And the liberators are not in. The liberators get to stand there while they get shot with everything, but everyone else is in, so this is going to be fun. However, I do in fact have, as Kruleboyz, as Kruleboyz should do, they do have some tricks up their sleeves, and I'm going to call the Kruleboyz War. Which in one combat phase, you can call it, and the boss and 1 unit, say this one, get to strike first, so they are going to attack before the Stormcast. So, yeah, cool. Good on you for getting that 5-up ward save. So, before anything else, firstly, these guys are going to use their scare shields on these. So on a 3 or more, the prosecutors are -1 to hit. Sorry, 3 or more, and yes, they are. And the what the killer boss is going to use is Pocket Sand, the Eye Biter Ash, on the Liberator, not on the boss. On a 1 to 4, it's -1. 5 to 6, it's -1 for the rest of the game. -1 to hit. Okay, cool. So all the Stormcast in melee combat are striking last and are at -1 to hit and wound. Cool. So the killer boss going to go first with his jagged bone sticker. Needs 3s to hit, 3s to wound. 3 hits, 3s to wound, 1 wound, got 4-up save, yep, and the Norbeast is 4s to hit, 3s to wound. Wow. 1 wound, 4-up save. Oh my god. Okay. Time for the Kruleboyz to pile in. They get 10 attacks. They are 4s to hit, 3s to wound. It's only 9 dice. Okay, so 4's to hit. They have critical mortal wounds, so 1 immediately goes through. 3's to wound. Okay, they have 3 up saves. So that is a total of 2 wounds, which I believe is 1 dead prosecutor. Okay. Which, fair play to him, if I'm being entirely honest. Yeah, 2 wounds each. Harvey Birdman is dead. I mean, they have reinforcements, but still. In response, the 2 remaining prosecutors are going to stab up these guys, now needing 4's to hit and 4's to wound. Oof. 3 hits, 4's to wound. Okay, and they get 6 up saves. No. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. So 1's dead, and also the javelin's a D3 more. D3. Okay, no, that'll be fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna kill this guy and leave him on 1 wound. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. So this is so stupid. I cannot believe they didn't cause a single wound on this guy. It's his entire job. Yeah. It's 5 attacks with the hallowed great axe. Now on 4's to hit, 4's to wound. Ooh. Ooh. Rend 2, which I believe gives him a 6 up save. I actually need to check this now. That's 5 up save. Oh my god. This dude is armored. I mean, I still fails it. Damage 2, so he takes 2 wounds at the end of the turn. So, yeah, he's down to 8 wounds. Like, he is incredibly tough. So, Stormcast have Stormcast using red. Stormcast have more than one objective, and more than the enemy. They have not successfully completed any of these, actually. So that's 3 objectives. Cool. 3 victory points. Oh, on to the Kruleboyz response. Okay, we have moved up, and for the first time in Spearhead, we're having a shooting phase that isn't a sick joke. We're going to start with the Bolt Boys firing into the Lord Veritants. They get 6 shots hitting on 3s because they stood still. Oof. Okay, they do have crit auto wounds, so 1 automatically wounds. 3's to wound. It's 3 wounds. It is rend 1, so it's got 4 up saves. Failed 2. Okay, so that is 4 wounds. It's got a 5 up ward save. I'm going to do these 1 at a time, because if I roll a 1, the Griffhound dies and then he loses the ward save. So, 1, 2, okay, 1 save. So it takes 2 wounds. That is down to 4. I am then going to fire at it with the Beast Skewer Kill Bow, because if it hits, it's hilarious. It needs 4's to hit though, so if it hits him, it's going to completely just wreck his day. No. Okay, cool. I'm glad we had this talk. We have a charge phase to attend. Both have 3 up saves. It's going to be him and him. So, Merknob gets into combat with the Vigilant and the Gut Rippers are going to get into combat with the Liberators. Cool. Everything is going as I have foreseen. Okay, the Merknob and the Gut Rippers are in combat now. So, first up, Scare Shields. On a 3-up, it's -1 to hit for the Prosecutors. No, for the Liberators. Yes. Yeah. First up, I'm going to do the Merknob. Because, yeah, the Merknob, when he activates, has a chance of just gassing his opponent into immortal wounds. So it is 2 to 5 on 1 mortal wound and on a 6d3 mortal wounds. Oh, no. Okay, so that is 3 damage straight off the bat. Awesome. He's got 4 attacks. Come on. 2 misses, 2 damage, 2 mortal wounds. Go straight through everything. 5 upward saves. There's another 3 more. Okay, so yeah, the Merknob has just walked in and just done 6 mortal wounds on the Lord Vigilant. That's terrifying. Okay, hell yes. I think next up. Oh, who's going to go next? This is an important question that I really do need to actually think about. Yeah, just in case he dies, he's going to go and try and kill the boss. Yeah, the Eye Biter Ash has worn off, the Noisy Racket hasn't, so he is now at 3 to hit, 4 to wound. Yeah, 1 miss, 4 to wound. Christ. Rend 2, so it's a 5-up save. Save 2, oh god, that is 4 down, so he's down to 4 wounds. Oh, pretty please don't get mauled to death by the freaking Gryffstalker. Don't get murdered by Big Bird, please. 4s to hit. 3s to wound. It's Rend 1, so I've got 4-up saves. He's got to make 2 of these. The boss has been killed by a giant bird. As is tradition. Excellent. That's so good. That makes me happy. I can't quite like verbalize why it makes me happy, but it really does. So yeah, I think in response, this lot are going to try and stab up some Liberators up north. So they get 10 attacks. They need 4s to hit. They're really fishing for 6s. Oh wow, that's bad. They need 3s to wound. They get 3-up saves. There's no rend on these. Okay, so they do kill 1. So that is something. I mean, they kill 1, but it's going to immediately return. Right when, yeah, if they get the resurrection things, which would be not resurrection, reinforcements. I'm playing Necrons too much. Okay, the javelins into these guys. They now need 3s to hit because the Scare Shield didn't work this turn. Actually helped them quite a bit. They need 3s to wound. 6-up saves. Another one dies. Mate, I might as well kill off this one. So I may as well pile in. It's got 6 attacks back, needing 4s to hit. Oh my god, okay, that is... 1 is instantly dead from mortal wounds, 3's to wound, 2 wounds, they got 3 up saves. Okay, so yeah, the captain's dead, but the other 2 are. Oof, that was... Like, piling on the mortal wounds is actually really, really good. Oh, I do love Kruleboyz and their absurd amounts of mortal wounds. Yeah, the Liberators into the Get Stabbers up the top. Gut Rippers. Gut Rippers, Get Stabbers, basically the same word. They need 3s to hit with the regular hammers. Okay. They need 3s to wound. It is rend 1, so 6 up saves. No, that is 1 dead, and then the Great Hammer rocket in as well. 1 hit. Fails to wound. Okay, so only 1 dies there. I genuinely do not know how well that phase went. Okay, one of them is dead. Yeah, I genuinely do not know how well that went. It feels like I think the Kruleboyz are slightly pulling ahead because they have achieved, yeah, hold the Ignax Deus because the Bolt Boys are standing on it. But actually, no, they're not. They're drawing because they have 2 and they've scored 1 extra objective. So it's actually, yeah, it's still a draw. You know what? Let's roll up for about priority next turn. Is it going to be the Stormcast or the Kruleboyz? I believe in the case of a draw, it swaps, but I want it to go the same way anyway, just because the Kruleboyz need to draw up another card and hopefully get something good. The Kruleboyz are going to get... Oh, cool, cut off the head. Excellent. It's going to focus if it kills me. There it is. Basically, I need to kill the general, which is on 2 wounds. And yeah, we can do that as we go into turn 2. Also, the twist will be Grasping Vines. The underdog picks an enemy unit. If there is no underdog, the players roll off. Actually, I don't think this is going to matter because everything's basically in combat now. But roll off, Stormcast, Kruleboyz. Okay, the Kruleboyz get to pick a unit. I think the Kruleboyz are going to pick the Lord Veritant because the Lord Veritant is the only thing not in combat. Yeah. Cool. Let's rock turn 2. Yeah, nice, easy move phase this turn. The Veritant moved a whole 2 inches and is going to try and charge the Gut Rippers. It's going to succeed. Only gets 1 dice because of the thingy. Grasping Vines. So yeah, it's in combat with them. I put him into base contact with the wrong model. Things are going very well today. Okay. Who's going to go for... Do you know what? You know what? I think it's going to have to be the Lord Vigilant. Because if the Lord Vigilant doesn't do this, the Merc Knob's going to be able to kill him with a farty banner. So, Vigilant, Lord Vigilant first with the Great Axe. Now on 3 to hit and 3s to wound. Not great. 3s to wound. Oh dear. The Gryffstalker gets 1 hit. 3s to wound. 1 wound. Rend of 1. Okay, yeah, the Merknob takes 2 wounds and has 6. Okay, so only done 1/3 of the damage required to save his life. Although, let's be real here, if he had killed him, there would have been consequences anyway. I think before anything else, these 3 are going to pile in onto the prosecutor here and try and stab the armored chicken to death. 6 attacks, 4s to hit. Oh no. Grasping vines are everywhere apparently. 3s to wound. Ha. Who do I want to do? Do I want to do Lord Veritan, or do I want to do the Liberators over here? Do you know what? The Lord Veritan can do way more damage. So, first attack with the Staff of Abjuration. Needs 3s to hit. 3s to wound. Gets a 6-up save. That is 3 wounds already. So it's 1 dead, 1's on 1 wound. 3 attacks with the Judgment Blade. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. Oh, okay. So after all that, yeah, he kills 1. That is not brilliant. 1's wound, 1 dead, 1's wounded. And I guess those 3 are going to go into the Liberators. See if we can kill another one of them before they get to attack. Jesus. 3s to wound. They get 3-up save. That's 2 Liberators dead. Good Lord. Okay, let's remove them, and then I guess they get to fight back. That wasn't how I thought that was going to be going, but yeah, they get to attack now. Regular dude first. See if we can kill off the one with 2 hits, 2 wounds. Round 1, 6-up save. Okay, that is 1 dead, and then the Great Hammer, 2 hits. No. Okay, so yeah, I have a sickness that means I can't take out the unit leader, despite the fact it doesn't actually statistically do anything. Okay, only Kruleboy left is the Merknob. So first up, wounding the banner doesn't do anything. Ooh. 4 attacks with the sword, 2 hits, 2 wounds. Okay, ooh, it's going. It's got a rend of 1. It's got 4-up saves. Make both of them. Okay. Oh, the Liberator. Liberator still needs to go. Yeah, I just realised I probably should have. Oh, how many active points? Scare shield. I forgot to do it for the Liberator's prosecutor. Still need it. No, it's fine. 3 attacks, 3s to hit, 3s to wound. 1 wound. 6-up save. No, okay. This dude is finally dead. Yeah. End of Stormcast turn 2. They still have 3 objectives, so blum blum blum. That's 3 victory points. They have not got attack on 2 fronts. They haven't raided anyone. And they haven't taken the flanks. So 3 victory points, up to 6. It is time for the Kruleboyz to try doing anything, really. So this turn we have begun with the Kruleboyz being sneaky and just running away out of combat and just running into the enemy territory. They do take D3 mortal wounds, so at least the Hornblower is going to die. Yeah, the Hornblower is going to die and the boss is going to have 1 wound. But that is absolutely doable, that's fine. Because the the Manskewer bolt boys, these dudes are going to shoot into the Lord Veritant. They need 3s to hit because they stood still. That is 2 auto wounds and 3 hits. 3s to wound. Oof. It's rend 1, so he has 4 up saves. That is 6 wounds into him. Again, Gryph-hound with roll of 1 then. Gryph-hound dies, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, out of interest, does Gryph-hound die on the other one? Like the Lord Veritant is dead, but oh, the Gryph-hound dies as well. They did in fact shoot the dog. Ouch. The Killbow is then going to go into the Liberators. That's going to miss. Cool. Cool. That is going to focus. There you go. A lot of carnage as we go into the combat phase. Okay, we're starting with the Merknob, who desperately wants to roll a 6 right now. No, but does do 1 mortal wound, 5 up ward. Okay. The Lord Vigilant is down to 1 wound. The Merknob has 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. If he gets a 6 right now, I'll be laughing. 1 6, 1 regular hit. Okay, that is 2 wounds through automatically. Wounds on 3s. Rend 1, so 4 up save. That is 4 wounds. Okay, it needs to make 4 5 up, feel no pains. I'm not going to roll these individually. I'm not Warhammer Plus. Yep, okay. The Merknob has downed the Lord Vigilant, which is pretty flippin' huge. The only person left to fight is the Prosecutor, who is, I guess, going to miss twice. Wound. The Gut Ripper saves. I was not expecting that. Gut Ripper's back. 2 mortal wounds. It doesn't matter. The Prosecutor is dead. I mean, the Prosecutor is going to turn up at the start of the Stormcast turn, but still. There are currently only 2 models left on the Stormcast side. Yeah, having ranged attacks is really, really useful. Just throwing that one out there. Okay, at the end of the Stormcast turn, they actually still have less objectives. At the end of the Kruleboyz turn. So 1 for 1 objective, 1 for 2 objectives. They cut off the head for 3. They actually completed raid because they're not in combat. So that is 4. They get 4 objectives, which means they are officially at 7 to 6. So first up, let's roll off to see who's going first. Honestly, if the I'm considering double turning it for the Kruleboyz. So if the Kruleboyz get it, Stormcast and the Kruleboyz. I think if the Stormcast are definitely going to choose to go first. So our new things are Attack on two fronts. Yeah, if we can grab 2 objectives this turn, should not be the hardest thing in the world. And more of attrition. I need to destroy more enemy units than I lose, which actually may not be as easy as it looks. Okay, the new twist is Lifespring. The underdog picks 1 objective on the battlefield. If there is no underdog, pays 1 off. Okay. Ooh, it's 1 extra victory point if they control it at the end in their control at the end of their turn. Actually, you know what? That one. That is the Lifespring, because I don't think the Kruleboyz can get to it. So why not? Yeah, the Stormcast are going to get an extra victory point at the end of their turn. Go for them. Good for them. Go them. Good for them. It is time for Stormcast turn 3. The Liberators have moved up. The Prosecutors have redeployed, reinforced, however you want to say it. Yeah, they are going to throw their javelins into the single Kruleboy over there, needing 3s to hit. 2 hits. Needing 3s to wound. Okay, it needs to make 2 6-up saves or it's dead. Game close. Okay. Yeah, the Gut Ripper is dead. So they basically cleared out their own territory again. It's time for some charge phases. I'm going to start with the Prosecutors. Now, the Prosecutors get 3d6 inches for their charge. So they might be able to get the Bolt Boys. They absolutely can. That is less than 12 inches. And the Liberators are going for the Merc Knob and absolutely make that charge as well. Cool. Yeah, let's do these charges. Okay, they crash in. I'm going to start with the Liberators trying to kill off the Merc Knob before it can get its poison attack off. So the Sergeant first gets 2 hits. 2 wounds. It has a 5-up save. Okay, it's down to 2 wounds. The Great Hammer just needs to get 1 hit on it, and it will in fact be dead. Great Hammer. 2 hits. 1 wound. So it's a 5-up save, or the Merc Knob does die. Yeah, okay, the Merc Knob's dead. The Merc Knob is real dead. But, hey, it's fine. It did its job. And it also means that we get to see the hilarity that is Manskewer Bolt Boys in melee combat. They're actually not dreadful. They're not great, but they're not dreadful. They have 1 attack each, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. But those 6s are crit mortals. So yeah, they just pull apart 1 Prosecutor. And now, here we are. What fresh hell is this? They have 6 attacks. I don't even know why I'm looking this up. I've done it so many times. 6 attacks. They need 3s to hit, 3s to wound. Oh god. 3s to wound. Rend 1, so you get 6-up saves. It's unlikely, but you never know. Yeah, no, okay. 1 dies and 1 is wounded. It's actually not as bad as it could have been. They're basically down to, yeah, just stuck in combat. Okay, we've got the kill bow. Yeah, okay, yeah. So the Stormcast, basically, yeah, they get their 3 victory points. No, they don't. They get 4. They do actually gain raid. They don't. They're never going to get take the flank. Okay, but for what it's worth, by the way, I have been looking at the commands, and none of the command abilities are actually like usable for the Stormcast either. So yeah, like redeploy could have been usable apart from that. But yeah, they have raided, they haven't taken the flanks, they haven't attacked on two fronts, so they gain 4 victory points. They are up to 10. Focus. As we're going to Kruleboyz turn 3. Okay, the the bot boys have moved back. These lads have moved up here. Kruleboyz has moved back slightly so these guys can still screen them. They take D3 mortal wounds for running. Okay, yeah, he's dead. Wow. I can live with that. Okay, the Kruleboyz. No, first up, I'm going to use the bolt Manskewer into them. Needs 4s to hit now because it moved. 1 hit. I forgot 2 6s just then. That would have been hilarious. 3s to wound. Got a 4-up save. Okay, has saved that. I'm going to use the Manskewer into them as a Beast Skewer into them too. Going to miss again. That thing has not hit all game. Yeah, the Gut Rippers are going to charge. Yeah. So they're doing the one thing I want them to do, which is I want them to charge. So they tow in here. All I need to do is not lose 4 wounds worth of Gut Rippers this turn, and they at least take the central objective. On that note, they get 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Okay, it's 1 auto wound. They have 2 wounds each though, so yeah, the sergeant takes a wound because the great hammer's just better. He's going to pile in. Can't pile in enough that way to get into the objective. So, sergeant, 2 hits, 1 wound. Failed the save. Okay, so 1's wounded. Doesn't really matter. The great hammer misses twice. Okay, so for the first time all game, the Kruleboyz take the central dais. So yeah, they now get 1 for normal, 1 for having 1 for having 2, and 1 for controlling more than the enemy, which means that they go up. Oh, going into turn 3, that means it's a draw. Okay, going into turn 4. It's a draw and the Liberators can no longer be reinforced. So, yeah, this is it. What you see on the table is what you get. The twist is going to be the grandfather. Oh, good. The underdog picks up. If there is no underdog, you roll off. Okay, both sides on 10 victory points. So, Stormcast, Kruleboyz. The Kruleboyz win. Oh dear. Pick 1 enemy unit. Subtract 1 from save rolls for the end of the next battle round. Yeah. Oh, one of the following. I get that or ward. Oh no, ward roll's got to be right. And we can take 1 off their saves. They will now on 4-up save for the Liberators. Oh dear. Oh, hang on a minute. Kruleboyz would have got that anyway, because the Stormcast have taken this objective. Bugger. Okay. Yeah. Stormcast are actually winning this. 10-9. So let's get ourselves a thingy roll. Stormcast and Kruleboyz. Yeah, Stormcast are going to go first. Going to get themselves. Do not waver. Okay, so if we could Okay, so we need to make a fight attack, but also have no enemy units destroyed, which is probably going to happen if we're being entirely honest. So, yeah. Time for Stormcast, turn 3. Oh, very dear. The prosecutors have moved up. They're going to throw 2 javelins into the last man skewer. Hit once. Wound on 3s. Fail to wound. Oh, dear. They're going to multi-charge both of these. Yeah, they're in. Okay, so yeah, they're going to... Basically, they want to go like that, so they can grab the objective as well, because I believe they have a higher objective control than the kill bow. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay. So, you know what? Do you know what? I am going to stand guard with the Kruleboyz to give the Gut Rippers strike first, because goddamn, I think they're going to need it. 4 attacks hitting on 4s. That is 1 mortal wound. Do normal hits, 3s to wound. 1 wound. No rend, but they do have 4-up save now because of thingy. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so they have killed Captain Hammer. Yeah. Good lord. Over here, the prosecutors have 6 attacks and... How many wounds does a killbow even have? I don't actually think they can kill a killbow. Oh, it's got 5 wounds. They'd need to wound 5 times? You know what? Yeah. Just to make this easier, they're going to throw all 6 attacks into the bolt bow. They've got this objective anyway. Okay, that is 3 hits, 2 wounds, 2 failed saves. The bolt guy is dead. Killbow does get 2 attacks needing 4s to hit. Okay, that's a mortal wound. If I can wound on the other one, needs 3s to wound. Wounds gets a 3-up save. Oh my god, the killbow kills another one. Actually, that means that's contested. Neither side gets it. Holy crap. Also, over here, before I roll this one, scare shield. Fails. Cool. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. 6-up saves. No. Okay, I'm just going to kill the banner. No, I'm not. Actually, absolutely does not matter. Really does not matter. Neither side keeps the objective, so screw it. Why not? So yeah, that is... let's see, we don't have attack on 2 fronts, because they haven't taken 2 objectives. They do have Do Not Waver. They haven't taken the flanks. So that is 4 victory points for the Stormcast. Puts them up to 14. So, the Kruleboyz need to score 5. Do you know what? They can't do it, but I do have a stupid, cunning plan. They need 5 to draw. Which I say they can't do. Oh, neither side controls this one at the moment. Yeah, like I say, I have a stupid, cunning plan. So let's do the stupid cunning plan. For the record, I have just run the numbers, and the Kruleboyz absolutely cannot win this anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. So the plan was going to be I was going to call reinforcements for D3 more Kruleboyz. I was going to put those 3 Kruleboyz on here, grabbing this objective, which means we finally get the Bayamat dais. And yeah, basically, yeah, so long as I didn't die here, I don't know, let's just do it. Screw it, let's just do it. If this can kill this, then we don't even draw. It gets to 13 victory points. 1 misses, it can't kill it. Does wound though. No, okay, yeah. Kruleboyz lose. It is a stupid, ridiculous slaughter with only a handful of models left on the table. Yeah, out of interest. 2 hits. No! Oh, hang on a minute. The Kruleboy, 1 wound automatically. First wound. Okay. So yeah, like the game does end because yeah, the that can't kill that now. The game does end 14 points to 13. It is closer than it has any right to be. And yeah, there's almost no models left on the table. This is good Spearhead. Hell yes. Now let's get to the post-battle. For extra verisimilitude, imagine that these 2 are beating the crap out of each other for the entire debrief as well. But yeah, it is incredible how much this game changed with even a small amount of actual firepower and not just like the the javelins or a single sniper rifle. But having like units and dedicated war machines is, yeah, it's real good. And I really enjoy it. I enjoyed the Kruleboyz in the last edition. I enjoyed the Kruleboyz playstyle, and this edition being, it's still very orky, but in a very sort of sneaky, like running around, debuffing kind of way, which is a lot of fun. And yeah, the Stormcast are the perfect like foil to that, being the very sort of straight-laced paladin-y types. It's a great game. Especially after last week's where I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Anyway, I was not feeling particularly well either, but still, no excuse. No, this was great. This was so good, and I'm happy it worked out. And yeah, we're doing Kruleboyz for the next 2 weeks. Skaven up next. If you want to see that, remember to subscribe and ring that bell. And yeah, if you have a guess of what you think the next faction is going to be after the Kruleboyz, it should be literally should be arriving today. And yeah, let me know down in the comments, see who's right. Just yeah, been a really, I just really enjoyed this. If you've liked it as much as I have, remember to like, all equal to engagement, you know this stuff. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great night. Bye.